They'll call me Diddy. I run this city to the cops, the yay, the feds to come get me. In the words of my guy, Nolifeshaq, well, well, well. Mm, mm. Y'all go on YouTube, check out my guy, Nolifeshaq. He's one of my favorite reactors. Listen, you gotta be careful what you put into the atmosphere. I don't know how many times I've heard that. I don't know how many times people have told me that. I'm telling you, be careful what you say. Be careful what you put into the atmosphere. Because whatever you throw up in the atmosphere, at some point, at some point, it's gonna come back down on you. You might not be ready for it. Listen, man, that little bit got me out of breath. Listen, that song came out. It was G Dep featuring P Diddy in 2001. Let me give y'all a little history lesson. So if y'all follow hip hop like I do, I love music. I can listen to music all day, all night. That's just what I do. Help keep me calm, keep me out of trouble, keep me thinking a lot, or stop me from thinking about stuff a lot. Listen, in 1999, P Diddy and another rap artist by the name of Shine was at a nightclub. Now something transpired with a shootout. Somebody got injured. I don't think anybody got killed, but somebody got injured. In 1999 is when that shootout took out. I mean, in 1999 is when the shooting took place. In 2001, P. Diddy was acquitted. In 2001, P. Diddy was acquitted. Also in 2001 is when G Dep and P. Diddy recorded that song. Remember when I said be careful what you put into the atmosphere? In 2001, when P. Diddy was acquitted, he recorded that line after he was acquitted. That line, excuse me, that line says, "Hey yo, call me Diddy. I run this city. Send the cops, the DA, and the feds to come get me. The feds. They came, my boy. They came." Listen, that was 24 years ago when that song was recorded. 24 years later, they come knocking. Yesterday, as we all know, Diddy was sentenced to 50 months in prison. Not jail, prison. He called them. They came knocking. They came kicking down the doors. They went searching through the house. They built their case and they came knocking. He wasn't trying to answer, but they came knocking. So yesterday he was sentenced to 50 months in prison. That equal to be 4 months. No, excuse me. 4 years and 2 months. Probably with time served. Did he get what he deserved? Uh, it depends on who you ask. It depends on what side of the fence you're on. Now, as I said before, matter of fact, the post I did, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, I kept telling y'all he wasn't going home. I told y'all he was not going home. I also said the reason why he is not going home because even though he was acquitted on the racketeering case, I mean the racketeering charge and the sex trafficking charge, all those testimonies that no women were giving about him, the Kid Cudi situation, but the number one thing that got him sent to 4 years in prison was that video of him beating Cassie. That video is why he got sentenced to 4 years. And to be honest with you, he still got off kind of light. Now, let me tell y'all something. To those who out there saying, "Oh, he got 4 years," that's nothing. Listen, I'm gonna speak to everybody that have been locked up before. I done been in jail a few times. I know homeboys I know back in the day, they've been in jail a few times. Some of y'all watching this have been locked up a few times, but I can't say I ain't never served no time in prison. I can't say that. I never served time in prison. Jail was enough for me. 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. That's the longest time to be locked up to me. 6 months was hell for me. I don't like being locked up. Ask somebody who has sat there for 5, 10. Ask them how long 4 years is in prison. The time in prison go by real slow. See, on the outside, it's going fast. Cause life just keep on going. The kids keep growing. Time keep changing. The environment change. Everything keep going while you in prison. Everything is going, but your time is going, but it's moving real slow. Your time is moving real slow. Now, for somebody that used to travel in the world anytime he get ready, getting on a yacht, getting on a private plane, can go to any island he want to at any given moment, can have any woman in the world that he wanted, mansion on top of mansion on top of mansion, buying islands, doing all type of events, doing all type of concerts, walk around with boatloads of money, can go to the bank and go draft out 1 million, 250 million any given moment, and to give up all of that for 4 years. That 4 years gonna seem like 30 years to Diddy. And he's 55. 55. But time served, he probably get out. Well, he begin out around 59. To go to jail means go to prison at 55 years of age and get out at 59, almost 60. Let me tell you something. I don't care what prison you go to. He lucky. To be honest, he's actually lucky to get fed time. To be honest, he's lucky to get fed time because he was doing them 4 years for the state. But don't nobody want to serve time for the state. Nobody want to serve time for the state. I don't know what state y'all from, right here in Georgia. You do not want to serve time for the state. Give me the feds. Give me the feds. But back to what I was saying earlier. Did he get the time he deserved? Well, this is how I feel about that whole thing. Um, he was convicted of prostitution. He wasn't charged with domestic violence. He wasn't charged with any violence. He wasn't even charged with the drugs that they found in his home. He wasn't even charged with the guns with the serial number scratched off in his home. He wasn't even charged with the alleged bombing of Kid Cudi's car. He wasn't even charged with the beating that he gave Cassie. He was acquitted on the racketeering charge. He was acquitted on the sex trafficking charge. So everything they threw at him, he he beat. He was acquitted. Everything that he done, they talked about it, but he wasn't charged. So technically, the only thing they should have been looking at and paying attention to when it sentenced him was prostitution. That's it. Prostitution. I don't know too many. I don't know nobody personally that have did any serious time for prostitution. Go to Chicago right now. Go to Chicago right now and look at what's going on in that city. They got cars lined up buying prostitutes. It's like a drive through up there in Chicago. Folk buying prostitutes. I guarantee you, them prostitutes ain't been getting no 4, 5, no 10 years. The people buying them, they ain't gonna get no 5, 10, 15 years. But what happened is that judge remembered everything that was said about P. Diddy during that case. Every violent act, he thought about it. He remembered everything that they talked about. But that video is it's hard to shake that video, man, for real. It's hard to shake that video because if Cassie had just filed a lawsuit and said what happened, if you just read it, what she said, you gotta try to picture what actually happened. You gotta come up with your own conclusion of how you think it happened. You gotta come up with your own context. But when you look at that video and you see her going to the elevator and she getting grabbed and snatched back and thrown to the floor, and you got this big dude like P. Diddy standing over you, just standing there, and he kicking you, dragging you. That's what that judge saw. It wasn't about no prostitution. So did he get off easy? Technically, yeah. Now, how's his life gonna be in prison? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how life feel for a 55-year-old man. If he be like 25 or 30, he might catch it. But being 55, they might go easy on him. Um, he got money, so that might work in his favor a little bit for those who might actually care. But at the end of the day, for everything that P Diddy did, 4 years, that's nothing. It's gonna be a lot for him to sit there and be still for 4 years and not watching the girl grow up for 4 years. If he lived that long and get out at 59, he still have a life. He still can go back to well, he's not gonna have the life he used to have. That's gone. All he got now is memories. All he got now is memories. But see, that's the issue that I have with a lot of people. When you get away with something, sometimes you gotta sit your behind down. For real, like sometimes you just gotta sit down. I look at O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson beat a double murder. Now I ain't trying to bring race into the picture, but this black man beat a double murder of two white people. Two, not one, two. A white man and a white woman. He beat that. He just gonna sit down and become an insurance adjuster or something. No. 3 years later, you do something stupid, and they throw the book at him. They throw the book at him because they didn't get him with the murder charge. Same thing with R. Kelly. He beat the first trial. Man, when he walked away from that first trial, being found not guilty, he should have hopped on a plane, went home, and got rid of every video he think he may have. Any girl that was underage, that should have been gone. Now, mm-mm, he beat him. Now I don't know if he got in the song taunting them or not, but he beat that trial. But what he do? He go do the same thing again. Now he in prison for 30 years. Did he? Dude, you should have been doing them 10 years with Shine, but you beat it. You're just gonna sit down and just make your money. No, you had to come out with a song 2 years later, taunting the justice system. You told the cops and the DA and the feds. You called the feds to come get you? The feds. Everybody know when the feds coming, they got their stuff together. They don't miss nothing. If if a person can just go, if the feds could charge somebody and without having a jury, they will convict 1% of the people that they arrest. The only thing that got Diddy off of that racketeering and the sex trafficking charge is because the jury, not the prosecutors, but the jury found him not guilty. It was the prosecutor and gone. The feds do not waste time, they do not waste money. They come with everything they got, even if they have to overcharge you. And you call them on you? You see, he threw that in the atmosphere. And 24 years later, it came back on. Now he's in front of the judge asking for mercy. No, you asked for mercy for. You told them to come to you, and they came. See that taught me a lesson. The only person I know of that I can think of that beat a serious charge and they turned their life totally around was Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, the only artist that I can think of off the top of my head that beat a murder charge, and we ain't heard him been locked up ever since. If he had, I don't recall. If he had, I guarantee they've been as serious. I made this video. I'm making this video to tell people when people say, "Be careful what you put into the atmosphere. Be careful what you let fly out your mouth." Trust me, everything you say, it will come back on you, whether it's good, whether it's bad. To all y'all young dudes out here that be talking about pull up, man, listen. It's amazing that most of the people that actually pull up usually are the ones that walk away alive. Because when you tell somebody to pull up, the person that's pulling up, they already know it's gonna be some tragedy there. They already expecting some chaos. So they come pulling up where you said to pull up at, they're gonna come out ready and they getting out ready. And chances are, since you're the one that called it to you, they're gonna bring it to you most of the time. Whatever you throw in the atmosphere is gonna come back on you every single time. Be careful what you put into the atmosphere. Be careful what you tell people. Man, Diddy. All I can say is I don't feel sorry for Diddy. I don't because like I said before in another video, any man that go around putting hands on a woman, they deserve everything they get. Any man who can't just walk away from a female, I ain't never hit a female. That ain't my cup of tea. Um, I don't have women get up in my face. I done had a woman put a weapon on me. I still didn't draw flush. I still didn't draw my hand back and hit her. That just wasn't. That's not my thing. Like I want to walk around and feel like a man. You know, I want to walk around and feel like a man and know that when I walk around here, I ain't never put my hands on no woman. I might have done some other things, but I never put my hand on no woman. And so any man that go to prison for doing that, for being violent toward a woman, you deserve everything that you get. And anything that happened to you in prison, you deserve that. Because you understand, when you put your hands on a woman like that, you are putting your hands on somebody else's child. And you do not want nobody to do your child like that. Your son or your daughter. But all I can say is Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. It's been real. I appreciate it. I appreciate a lot of the music that you made. I appreciate what you did for the fashion world. I appreciate, well, not just me. I think all of us appreciate what you did for black culture. But you gotta do the time, bro. Ain't ain't Diddy. All that baby oil, the extra glide, you still gonna slip away. Y'all take it easy. Thank you for tuning in to the Combo Bleach Show.